Welcome to this webinar on student advice and wellbeing. My name is Alison Barty. I'm Head of Student Advice and Wellbeing here at SOAS. And the webinar is going to have two parts. I'm going to talk a little bit about the Student Advice and Wellbeing Department and the services that we offer to students.
My name is Ben Mason. I'm the Learning and Teaching Development Officer here at SOAS. I've joined Alison today. I'm going to talk about some of the learning and teaching support services we have that we can offer students here at SOAS.
And please do let us have any of your questions and comments, and we'll turn to those at the end of the webinar and answer questions and respond to any of your comments. So here we go. Student Advice and Wellbeing is an integrated department of specialist professional services available to all students across SOAS. So you see here the range of services available, and I'm going to talk about them in a bit more detail in a minute or two. But as you can see from the slide, we have student advisors who deal with immigration, finance and housing. We have a counselling service. We have disability and dyslexia support. We have a mental health and wellbeing advisor, and at the heart of the operation, servicing all of the specialist areas and as the frontline contact with students, we have our reception and information service. So these give you an idea of some of the issues that students bring to us all day, every day, right the way through the academic year, though at certain times of the year, some areas may be more prominent than others. So from the very practical of money and immigration issues, to the disability-related things, responding to dyslexic students, to the more emotional things, student anxiety, difficulties with deadlines, loneliness, homesickness, not being sure who to speak to, being confused about whether you're on the right course or the wrong course, anything that students want to come and see somebody about to get some clarity and to get some support. We're very happy to meet students and see what we can do to help. So this is what we do. We provide specialist staff to help you to deal with those things that are affecting your study and well-being, right across the range, from very practical things to personal things. And the way we do this is by having regular drop-in times where students can come pretty much any day of the week to see somebody without prior notice for a brief meeting so that somebody can respond in short term to see what help may be advisable. And then we have that supplemented by longer appointments where we can look at things in more detail. And some students will not come to us at all for an appointment, but we hope that many students are looking at our web information and our self-access resources, which we're trying to build on all of the time to give you 24-hour access, if you like, to some information, to some resource that can help you to think more about the issues that are concerning you or the areas supporting your studies that you want to know more about. And in addition to the one-to-one appointments, more and more we're offering groups and workshops on things that are of shared concern to students. Some of the things that we've been offering recently are some mindfulness sessions on a regular basis, ways of responding to what we call your inner critic, your kind of inner self-criticism and perfectionism, on anxiety, and also groups on managing procrastination and putting off the work until the absolute last minute of the deadline, and ways of dealing with some of those patterns which are so common to many students. So this is a little bit more detail on the different services. So the team of student advisors are the people within the team who deal with the practical issues. If you're having difficulty with your financing, if you are looking for housing or needing to change your housing, if you need to extend your visa or you want to know what your immigration entitlement is. The counselling service deals with more of the personal issues, the things that can affect your study at any time, because we believe very strongly that study is not just something that happens in your mind and in your brain. You need to be feeling good overall. You need to be feeling emotionally steady in order to be able to study to your best ability. There are a significant group of students within the school who will be considered within the UK legislation as disabled students, and the legislation supports those students to have what we call reasonable adjustments, and the disability and dyslexia team are there to help you to identify whether that applies to you. For some students who are UK students, funding may be available to provide equipment or support, but students who are not provided with funding from the UK government are also entitled to support and reasonable adjustments, and that team can help you to determine what is going to be helpful, and if necessary, liaise with your academic staff so they're clear about what support needs to be put in place. And disability, just to let you know, is a very wide continuum. It can range from mobility impairments, hearing loss, blind and visual impairment, right the way through to chronic illnesses and continuing medical conditions. And then we have mental health and wellbeing advice, particular support with students with mental health concerns and mental health conditions, to provide you with a regular point of contact, guidance, and liaison again with your academic staff. So we hope that no student feels that there isn't somebody they can come and talk to for any of these areas, that we will be able to respond quickly, professionally, and appropriately. And we are located in the newest building at SOAS, the Paul Webley Wing. Our reception is off the student area, and we're open generally Monday to Friday for initial inquiries. Appointments may be outside these hours, but this is the time that our reception is available. And our receptionist is there all day, Monday to Friday, to make sure that you see the right service, even if you may not be always clear in the first instance which of the range of services are going to be the right ones for you.
Thank you, Alison. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the services that the Learning and Teaching Development Department offer. So who are we? What do we do? One of our services is we offer one-to-one tutorials. These are tutorials with current tutors here at SOAS. You can book an appointment and come and see them. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that in detail in a bit. We offer study skills workshops, online resources, and we've also started a learning and teaching development series recently. So when you come to university, you're often expected to do a lot of things which you may not have done before. You will have to go to lectures and tutorials, you have to give presentations, you're probably likely to have to write assignments, and you're probably going to have to do exams. And right at the end of it, you've got to research a plan and write your dissertation. And these are things which can seem very, very, very daunting tasks. They're a big step up from any study that you've done before, and it's often difficult to know where to go to get help in terms of developing your study skills. And this is where we come in. The different services that we offer can help with different areas of your study. Recently at SOAS, we've had the exam period. We've run a number of workshops to do with exam techniques. Another problem that people have is plagiarism, and this is unintended plagiarism, where referencing has not been learnt correctly and people do not paraphrase correctly, and this results in unintended plagiarism. The planning aspect of an essay is very, very important. It's not a good idea to just jump in and start writing. It's important to start planning and structuring your essay from the beginning. Reading and listening skills at university are very, very, very key. Sometimes you may be given a big, massive, long reading list of about 40 titles, and it can seem quite daunting. And the services that we offer can help you with this. Also, learning good listening skills is a very key part of success at university. To be able to participate in a seminar, it's important not only to be able to talk and to present your opinion, but to listen and digest what is said by other people. So, so what do? We've got specialist staff to help you develop in your study skills. The workshops that we offer are run by some of our tutors and also some representatives from Alison's department. The focus of the workshops change throughout the academic year. At the beginning of term, they may be reading and note-taking or creative writing. As it gets to later in the term, when the exam period is here, we have exam-related workshops. As we're looking now into the summer, and there may be postgraduates who are thinking about writing their dissertation, we've put together a schedule of dissertation-orientated workshops. Our one-to-one tutorial service is something which is being used by many students over the last academic year. We have a team of 11 tutors. Our current PhD students here at SOAS, and they've been trained to be a peer-to-peer tutor. And what you can do is you can come into our office, you pay a £5 deposit, book a 30-minute slot with one of these tutors. And this period is for you to use however you like. If you'd like to just speak about how you want to interpret some feedback you've given, you can do this. If you want to go over an essay structure, you can do this. It's really yours to use however you like. We also have a great wealth of online information that you can use on the BLE. At the top of the BLE, there's a tab that says Skills for Success, and then there is another tab that says Study Skills. On this page, we have a whole wealth of information that you can access. This comes in the form of tutorials, links to other resources outside SOAS. And recently, we've put together some videos of some of our tutors who are giving quick tips as to certain questions that students might ask. For example, how do I write a conclusion? What is the best way to approach my reading list? This kind of thing. Another note with the workshop as well is anybody can come and turn up to the workshop at any point. You do not need to pre-register for the workshop. However, one thing which we can do is we can work directly with your department to tailor study-specific workshops. So if you do feel that your course may benefit from somebody from learning and teaching coming in and speaking to the group, we would be quite happy to do that. And this year we worked quite closely with the anthropology department and the development studies department. So as I said, this slide just outlines what I've already said, but our three key main services are one-to-one tutorials, workshops, and online support. If you do find that you need some quick support and you don't have time to book a tutorial, we do a series of one-to-one drop-in sessions. These are held in the atrium of the Paul Webley Wing. All you have to do is have a look at the times, which is stated on the website, and there'll be one of our tutors there who you can just go along and talk to on the day. Our main office is in the main building, RGO1, which is opposite the main stairs or the elephant statue, and we're open 10 o'clock till 4:30 Monday to Friday, and we to take any initial inquiries that you have. Okay, so this has come to the end of this webinar, but we, if anybody would like to ask any questions, if you just type it in the chat function, we'll be quite happy to to approach them as best we can.
And thank you very much for listening.
Thank you.